All right, so let's begin by just finding our breath. Bringing our energy or our awareness to the tip of the nostrils. Feel that cool air coming in, warm air flowing out. You may also begin to notice the breath in the chest. You feel the rise and fall of the chest. Feel the rise and fall of the abdomen. You may notice the rise and the fall of these bones underneath the neck, the clavicle bones. And as you go on noticing the breath, you may also become aware of the breath slowing down. And you may become aware of pauses between inhalations and exhalations, and between exhalations and inhalations. And now, from this quiet space, we're going to give ourselves permission to remain in this quiet space, remain focused on the breath for this entire session. The breath is something that we usually take for granted. And now we're going to devote this time to give our conscious attention to this breathing process that's usually working so hard for us and we're not even aware of it. And there's a lot of benefits to giving conscious attention to the breath. And before we continue, if there is any prayers, mantras, personal affirmations, anything that you'd like to say to yourself to help you here with this work, you can do that now. It may just be one single word that feels inspiring to you today. And it's fine too, if nothing is coming into mind, that's just fine. Just take a moment to really focus your personal intention. And I'd like to express my gratitude to all of my teachers. Okay, so let's begin today with a little bit of the Cobra breathing. We're going to inhale through the nose, lean back, open. Opening up the throat. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air, and exhale through the teeth. Inhale, leaning back through the nose. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose, and exhale through the teeth. Inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose, and exhale through the teeth. One more time. Inhale, leaning back through the nose. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose, and exhale through the teeth. Stop that practice. Just sit for a moment. And now bring awareness back to the tip of the nostrils. And just notice the air coming in through both nostrils and flowing out. On the next inhalation, imagine the air coming up to the point between the eyebrows, filling the brain and the body with all sorts of nurturing oxygen. And then on the next exhalation, imagine the air flowing out from the point between the eyebrows, like an inverted V through both nostrils. Big release of anything that needs to go. Physical waste products, thoughts you don't need to have, anything that's done, you're done with, or that's not helpful. So the visualization is we're inhaling fresh, clean air through both nostrils up to the point between the eyebrows, pausing, allowing that air to circulate and nourish the body, nourish our spirits, and allow the air to come, exhale out through both nostrils, getting rid of anything you don't need to hold on to. And continue a few more rounds at your own pace. And now for the next part of the practice, we're going to merge into the next part of the practice, adopting the mudra of the first and middle finger on the palm, thumb and ring and pinky fingers are up. We're going to allow that breath to come flowing in through both nostrils, pausing at the point between the eyebrows. Cover the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale through the left nostril from the point between the eyebrows. And as you exhale, constrict the throat slightly as if you were trying to swallow something. Inhale back through both nostrils. Pausing at the point between the eyebrows. Covering the right nostril with the thumb, exhaling through the left with a slight constriction in the throat as if you were trying to swallow something. Again, inhaling back through both nostrils. Covering the right nostril with the thumb, constricting the throat, exhaling through the left. And continue this now at your own pace. Explore your pauses that are just right for you between these breaths. But please do not forcefully hold the breath during any of these practices. As soon as your body prompts you to breathe, just do that. This is not a breath holding exercise. And stop the practice. Just sit for a moment. And now we're going to go back to allowing the air to flow back in through both nostrils, pausing at the point between the eyebrows and exhaling through the both nostrils. But this time when we exhale, we're going to slightly constrict that throat. So it's going to be the same exercise that we just did at the beginning of class. But this time, instead of just exhaling without the constriction, we're going to add that constriction. If it's possible, if any of this becomes uncomfortable, just go back to the other way of doing it. You don't have to do the constriction if it feels uncomfortable. Okay, let's begin. Allow the air to come in through both nostrils, pausing at the point between the eyebrows. Slightly constrict the throat and exhale through both nostrils. Again, allow the air to flow in through both nostrils, pausing at the point between the eyebrows, exhaling through both nostrils with a slightly constricted throat if you're able to. Inhaling through both nostrils, pausing at the point between the eyebrows, exhaling with a slightly constricted throat through both nostrils. So let's do a few more rounds, everyone at their own pace, continuing with this inverted V imagery, visualization, and exploring the practice, exploring your own pauses, how long or how short you'd like to pause between the breaths. There'll be a time that is just right for you. So everybody explore that. We'll continue here. Okay, and now we're going to stop that practice. Let's sit for a moment. And just really appreciate a time where we're not doing any practice. We're just being. Okay, and now we're going to bring our awareness to the base of the spine. And we're going to visualize the breath coming straight up the center of the spine to the point between the eyebrows. And as we exhale, we're going to exhale straight down the center of the spine from the point between the eyebrows, straight down to the base of the spine. And if it's comfortable, exhale using that constricted breath, the Ujjayi breath, where you're slightly constricting your throat. So bringing awareness to the base of the spine. Inhale straight up the center of the spine to the point between the eyebrows. Exhale straight down all the way to the base of the sacrum with the Ujjayi breath, if it's comfortable for you. If the Ujjayi breath is not comfortable, you could just use the normal breath. Let's continue a few more rounds from the base of the sacrum to the point between the eyebrows, straight up the center of the spine. Pausing, allowing all that wonderful air to circulate and nourish the body. Coming straight back down with the Ujjayi breath, if you'd like to, straight down the center of the spine to the base of the sacrum, releasing all waste products that need to go. And everyone now continue a few more rounds at your own pace. And stop the practice. Now we'll move into a few more rounds of the Cobra Graph. We're going to inhale, lean back. We're inhaling through the nose, leaning back, opening up the throat. Hold the breath, bring the chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose, and exhale through the teeth. Inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose, and exhale through the teeth. Inhale, leaning back through the nose. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. And exhale through the teeth. And stop the practice. And just taking a moment to just be, feeling stillness around us. Stillness is always here. We just don't always remember to look for it. Okay, so now let's for our last practice, let's do some rounds of the sectional breathing. So reminding where our sections are, you can put your hand on your abdomen, the breath in the abdomen. Put your hand on the chest, feel the breath in the chest. Hand on the clavicle bones, feel the breath here. Now make a gentle fist, thumb on the palms, gently cover. Put your hands there. Make sure you relax your elbows, relax your face. And now we're going to inhale, expand the abdomen, expand the chest, raise the clavicle bones. Exhale, drop the clavicle bones, contract the chest, contract the abdomen. Inhale, expand the abdomen, expand the chest, raise up the clavicle bones. Exhale, drop the clavicle bones, contract the chest, contract the abdomen. Inhale, expand the abdomen, expand the chest, raise up the clavicle bones. Exhale, drop the clavicle bones, contract the chest, contract the abdomen. And everyone now continue few more rounds here at your own pace. Again, exploring the pauses, exploring how you feel during the pauses. And at the end of the next round, you can stop the practice. And just sit for a few moments. Again, appreciating that stillness that's always there for us. And thank you very much for joining me today.